Parade.com. They fucked around when they wrote the following headline: Why Kylie Kelce refused to eat Taylor Swift's home-cooked meal on double date with singer. Well, aren't you about to find out? I, on Call Her Daddy, explained that we had gone on a double date, but that it was at home. There was a little bit of confusion because that meal at home was like a private dinner. So that was that was done by a outstanding chef. The home cooked meals that I did not get to enjoy were not because I refused to eat them, but because the child in my womb overwhelmed me with hormones that suggested that if I consume anything other than crackers, that it might be seen again. If you catch my drift, anyone that has experienced pregnancy nausea knows that it's not a choice. At 8 weeks, that's not a choice. I've known women who lived on only waffles for their entire first trimester. There's women who can only stomach cereal or crackers or pretzels. And you know what? Sometimes that's me. I didn't refuse anything. I wouldn't refuse anything, especially if I was without child. Just to set the record straight, the weekend that we were together where I was unable to stomach the dinner home-cooked meal, I did get a chance to try, I believe they were funfetti pancakes. Regardless, they hit. They were so good. Baby liked them. I loved them. They were very, very good. The thing that bothers me the most about this headline, besides the fact that I directly addressed why I didn't eat the meal in the Call Her Daddy episode, why are we trying to pit women against women? Why are we doing that? That seems dumb and counterproductive. Anyone that asks me in person, I am very forthcoming with how much I love and appreciate her and how much I love the fact that you can tell how happy Travis is. And that's what I care about. So let's not pit women against women. Let's stop writing articles when there's not any beef to write articles about. And let's recognize the fact that I would not refuse a home-cooked meal. I would not refuse a home-cooked meal because I love food. So, unless it's beets.
I personally do not identify as a wag.
Yeah, it's a tough word.
First of all, I'm retired, so I don't have to anymore. I've always found that there is
a derogatory
a certain degree of like a negative connotation with the term wag. How has it been for you being in that role?
Yeah, I take such pride in what my husband does, and I love supporting him. It's my favorite thing in the world. That's not the only person that I am. I'm my own individual. That word, like, it makes me crawl out of my skin, truly. I think it always has. But I do feel like we are doing a great job recently of redefining that word.
Absolutely.
I mean, now I feel honored. I try to.
You are the perfect example of doing your part in redefining that term.
We have to, because how many amazing women have you met in the Eagles organization? Probably some of your best friends.
Countless women.
These women are the backbone of these athletes, and they are making everything else spin so that they can focus only on their career and being successful on the field. So they should be praised for that.
Allowing life to continue
outside
while football is existing, because those are two very different situations.
Puts a ceiling on you almost.
Very
and
much.
I kind of found that when I first started this whole thing.
I was going to say, I feel like you were probably
strongly
dismissed.
Actually, very much so.
Because it's like, oh, she's just trying to have a hobby.
100%. Or she's just crafty. I hate that word. Crafty. I'm like, this isn't 7th grade home.
In a new episode of Not Going to Lie with Kylie Kelce, the NFL mom and podcast host. 32, clarified some recent comments she made on Call Her Daddy about not eating a home-cooked meal prepared by Taylor Swift in the February 20th episode. Kylie clarified the bit of confusion her comments made associated with the double date she and her husband, Jason Kelce, went on with Taylor Swift and her boyfriend, Travis Kelce. There was a little bit of confusion because that meal at home was like a private dinner, she said of their double date, noting that it was prepared by an outstanding chef. The home-cooked meals that I did not get to enjoy were not because I refused to eat them, but because the child in my womb overwhelmed me with hormones that suggested that if I consume anything other than crackers, that it might be seen again. If you catch my drift, she explained, anyone who has experienced pregnancy nausea knows that it's not a choice at 8 weeks. That's not a choice, added the mom of 3 daughters with another baby girl on the way. I've known women who've lived on only waffles for their entire first trimester. There are women who can only stomach cereal or crackers or pretzels, she explained. And you know what? Sometimes that's me, Kylie said in reference to the home-cooked meal confusion. I wouldn't refuse anything, especially if I was without a child, she said, while Kylie set the record straight that the dinner she didn't eat on the double date wasn't prepared with Swift. She did reveal one home-cooked meal the musician prepared, that she did get to try during that double date weekend. I believe they were confetti-like funfetti pancakes. Kylie said regardless, they hit. They were so good, baby liked them, and I loved them. They were very, very good. Later in the podcast, Kylie confessed she was bothered by the headlines that came after her comments about Swift's home-cooked meal. Why are we trying to pit women against women? Why are we doing that? That seems dumb and counterproductive, she said in reference to her and Swift. Anyone that asks me in person, I am very forthcoming about how much I love and appreciate her. And the fact that I love that you can tell how happy Travis is, and that's what I care about, she made clear. So let's not pit women against women. Kylie previously appeared on Alex Cooper's Call Her Daddy on February 12th, where the host asked the NFL mom if she ever ate one of Swift's famed home-cooked meals. I don't know that I really ate the meal. Kylie told host Cooper this is going to sound terrible, she added, before explaining why I didn't really eat the meal because I was 8 weeks pregnant. Kylie said at the time it was one of those where, nothing would sit with me. Kylie and Jason, who wed in 2018, are the parents of 3 daughters, Wyatt, 5, Elliot, 3, and Bennett, 23 months, and are currently expecting their 4th baby. Together, Travis Kelce's love language appears to be gift-giving after lavishing girlfriend Taylor Swift with birthday and Christmas gifts. The Kansas City Chiefs tight end spent over $100,000 on Valentine's Day presents, Page 6 reports. A source said the gifts consisted of roses, candy, gold necklaces, diamond earrings, shoes, and clothes. Travis also wanted to include something extra personal, so he surprised Taylor with a handmade Valentine's Day card. The outlet revealed that Kelce bought Venus Edfleur's $11,000 leucomagnetic arrangement in red, which includes about 90 eternity roses. The rest of his presents weren't identified. The insider explained that Swift and Kelce love making each other feel adored and special, and what better time to do that than Valentine's Day? Although they both have very busy schedules, it's important to both of them to take moments like this to show one another how much they mean in their lives. While the outlet sources did not get into the pair's Valentine's Day activities, insiders revealed that the couple is enjoying this downtime together. Neither has any pressing career obligations, as Swift completed her tour in December and Kelce finished his football season earlier this month. They both want to rest and decompress. One source said, adding that they plan to spend a few months in Kansas City, Missouri. Neither of them has huge commitments coming up. That the source also revealed that Swift and Kelce are ready to get engaged. They are both on the same page about taking the next step. The timeline for Kelce's proposal, however, depends in part on whether he retires.